Hello folks, welcome to Sailing Vessel Ruby and the Adventures of Captain Bill.
Angelica, hello.
How you doing? Thanks for watching. So in today's video, we're just going to bring you up to speed on Ruby and how she's doing for winter storage, winter wet storage at the Winthrop Yacht Club. We are now approaching the coldest 4 weeks of winter are the last 2 weeks of January and the first 2 weeks of February. So those 4 weeks are the roughest part of winter. Those are the hardest ones to get through. That's when the temperatures are the coldest, the storms get the worst, and we are approaching a polar plunge. A polar plunge meaning the evening temperatures are going to be in the single digits, Fahrenheit, single digits, maybe zero, maybe below zero. Daytime highs in the teens, around 20 degrees. They're only giving us like a 7-day forecast, and then a whole 7-day forecast is for those types of that type of weather, those types of temperatures. They're also suggesting it'll probably be going beyond that. So if it goes beyond that for quite a while, in other words, if we get this weather for 2 weeks, this type of temperature, then it's very likely that the harbor, Winthrop Harbor, Boston Harbor, will begin to freeze or even a hard freeze. It all depending on how cold it gets and how long it lasts. But the longer it lasts, the worse it will be. So today we put our ice eaters out onto the dock. We don't deploy them. We don't put them in the water until the ice is almost forming or forming. You want to keep those dry as long as possible so that equipment will last longer. You don't turn it on until you have to, because they stay on for a long time. You put them in the water, they could be on for days or even weeks at a time to keep the ice off the hull of the boat. That's what's going on now in our world, our boating world here. We're going to keep you posted. We'll take videos when we go down there, what we see, what's going on. So hang in there.
Please watch this video until the end and continue to watch all our videos. Thank you.
See you in a bit. Hello folks, Captain Bill here at the Yacht Club. It's pretty cold. It's actually warmed up a bit compared to how it's been recently. It's around 28 to 30 degrees, but a stiff breeze, so it's going to be cold out there. I'm standing inside in our gear locker. It's not heated here. Once I get outside and feel that wind hit me, it's going to be much colder. Going down to check Ruby, make sure everything's okay. I'll do some videos there. Walking outside now. All right, out into the cold. Pretty day. Sunny, but not warm. Sunny and cold. First mate Angelica inside where it's nice and warm. I don't blame her. She doesn't want to come down, stand in the cold, just so we can make a video. I'm okay with that. A little snowy on the deck. You gotta be careful. Get the snow off the shoes, even though there's no snow on the gangway. Still have some on your shoes. You can slip. Got low tide, so there's quite a pitch to the gangway here, so don't want to fall. Oh yeah, face into the wind. Different look. Different look, different feel. I'm not seeing any ice in the around the marina in Winthrop Harbor here. That's a good thing. It's been cold, down to single digits every night for the past week. We're going to have a little bit of a warm-up coming into the upcoming week, where the daytime highs are going to be in the 40s, but still getting down into the teens, low teens, around 10 degrees a few nights. So we're not out of the risk category yet for freezing. Certainly too soon too soon to declare victory in the that aspect of winter. That aspect being frozen harbor, frozen water, right? Frozen ocean. So there's Ruby, looking pretty good. Gotta be careful walking here. The risks, dangers, keep your boat in the winter for winter. You see how this works here. We had snow. Get a nice pitch to it. That snow falls down like that. And the accumulation is right there in the gunnels, which is okay. It's not on top of the deck, cabin top. Ice heater is ready to go. If you haven't seen that in the past, you see the little propeller there. It's a cylindrical, tube-like mechanism. That propeller sucks the water from below, brings it up through that. That water gets thrusted into the hull of the boat, to the hull of the boat. That would be adjusted to go right underneath the keel. We're right underneath the hull, not the keel. And the water would come up and hit as much area of the boat as you can. So it gets distributed around the boat. So ice would, any ice forming in the marina would melt around the boat, keeping the boat safe from that freeze. Yep. Not a day to hang out at the tiki bar. No tiki Sunday sunsets today, folks. Hopefully you watched that series. You go to our channel during the warmer months. During the summer, we would do Sunday tiki sunsets. We got about a dozen of those out there in our channel, where we exclusively do video shots and from the tiki. We'll pick that up again once it's warm enough to enjoy the tiki bar. The tiki bar gets out to its summer location, checking on neighbors' boats. All right, folks, that's pretty good. Ruby looks good. I'm happy. I'm not going to go aboard today. I was there last week. I look at the water line. She's sitting as she should be. I'm going to walk the marina, check on my neighbors' boats. Everything looks good. We'll, report back to fellow members who are in for wet storage. Let them know how things look. All right, folks. This is something that I'll point out. We got some slush there. That is slush beginning to form. Some of that is because the tide comes in and out over the frozen beach, and it gets a little colder there in the more shallow water. That's the beginning of freezing. In a couple of days, that could be gone or be larger. With the 40-degree temperatures coming, hopefully that'll melt. All right, folks, I'm just filming the return trip. This is what the nest of lines here to the boats for winter. Definitely the more lines the better. You can't rely on any one line that is holding one particular point. You need backup all the way around your boat, all directions. We get winds here, southwest, west, north, northeast, not so bad. We got that hill up there that protects us from northeast. Northeast are the really big problem storms. in winter in the Northeast or the New England coastline, which we are. So that's fortunate. That's Louie's boat. Vinny's boat. He's come down, and I noticed last time he had some tears in his shrink wrap. So I got shrink tape and put it on. Nice job. It is cold down here. My face is frozen. So, all looks good, folks. Closer and closer to spring. We're in the Target today. They're putting on all their spring stuff, all their gardening stuff, all their lawn chairs, and it's like, wow, you kidding me? They had a lot of Valentine's stuff out. They had a candy section like I've never seen before. They must have had four aisles at Target with all Valentine's candy. I can't imagine it. And the best time to buy chocolate right after Halloween and right after Valentine's, and everything goes on 50%. First mate Angelica and I, we are chocoholics. We've got pretty much have chocolate in the house all the time. Chocolate is our desserts. Oh yeah, it's cold.
You used to say well, just a little bit louder, sha-la-la. La-ti-da.
Hey folks, welcome back. Thank you for watching today. Please continue to watch. We got plenty of videos in the queue. Keep your eyes out. We got a new video about to launch, and we got 2 or 3 videos in the editing queue. So keep an eye out. We're trying to get these out every single week. Hang in there. Stay warm.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Okay. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.